Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over some new DLC details that you might have missed from the most recent trailer for the Indigo disc and the Teal mask. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this tweet here by Eduardo confirming that Perrin is actually going to be in both of the DLC parts. Now, of course, she debuts in the Teal mask, but it looks like she's also going to be in the Indigo disc. She's quite an important character as well, because we know that a brand new Pokemon is going to be linked with her in the way that she's obviously trying to get a photo of it, but it could also kind of go into the second DLC as well. So we do have Eduardo here saying the Japanese website confirms that Perrin will also have a role in the Indigo disc, and that's on the English website as well. So this is actually some brand new information. So it's possible that part 2, the Indigo disc, will include another photography side quest in the Terrarium or Paldea. The Pokemon she is looking for might be tied to one of Hisuian's or Hisui's blessed Pokemon. So it could also just be like another brand new Pokemon in the Indigo disc that she's trying to get a photograph of. It might even be that you go to Area 0 with her and she's trying to get a photo of Terapagos, just to kind of maybe like there's been like rumors and stuff about it appearing again, and that's why we go to Area 0 and we go with Perrin and she's trying to get a photo of it. Something like that, you don't know. We also have a really good idea here from Jan, which I think would be so cool, but I highly doubt they're going to do this. But this is Jan here saying, you know, hear me out. Wouldn't it be neat that instead of a Terra Raid adventure, so obviously similar to Dynamax adventures that we got in the Sword and Shields DLC, that you just get side quests from Perrin asking you to take her to various locations in all the different maps to snap photos of rare Pokemon reports and use this as a way to catch past legendaries. That would be such a good idea. So basically, just going into detail about it, Perrin like calls you up and she's like, there's been a rare sighting about this Moltres. I want to go find it. Help me, and we'll go take a photo of it, and that's where you like catch it and stuff. It does kind of not go into the way that we'd be like co-op, I guess, shiny hunting for them or co-op doing the raids for them or whatever, but it is a different kind of avenue they could take to do it. I do really like the idea. I don't think they're going to do it. I still think they're going to do some form of co-op Dynamax adventure situation with the legendaries, and I'm also assuming they'll just be from like different worlds and different universes and stuff, because that's kind of what they've been doing lately. But either way, that'd be a really cool idea for what they could do. But either way, Perrin confirmed to also be in the Indigo disc DLC, so she is going to be quite an important character. Again, she is a what's his name, Ahmad, no, what's his name? In Legends Arceus, the guy with the blue hair, I can't remember his name for the life of me, it's early. But yeah, she's obviously a descendant of him, so maybe that's why she's got such an important role. Anyway, so Perrin in the Indigo disc DLC. We also have this as well. So yesterday, I'm recording this with yesterday being was, but in the most recent trailer, we obviously had this image here where we had the new Terastalization 19th type, and then on the side we had 2 moves here, and we couldn't really make out what they were. We knew they were normal type moves, we just didn't know if this was like Swift or Swords Dance, or something like that, and we didn't know if this was like Protect or whatever. But it's actually now been confirmed what these moves are, because on the Japanese website they actually show more of kind of like the text, and so we have Jan here confirming that in case anyone was curious, the 2 moves shown in this frame of the trailer are Swift and Protect. Good thing we can look up different languages to find the answer. Again, we don't know what Pokemon this is. It could potentially be Terapagos. I think that's unlikely, but it could, if it was Terapagos, it would kind of point us towards Terapagos having some sort of normal type, because simply it's got Swift and Protect. Again, obviously loads of Pokemon can learn Swift and Protect that are normal type, but I guess it would kind of pave the way for us to believe that. I still think that Terapagos is going to be a normal type. I think it's just going to have something to do with like this terrestrialization where it can learn like pretty much any attack, and whichever attack it uses, it just gets stabbed. So basically like Protein, but maybe like a better version of it. Instead of just getting stab on it, it gets the Terra Boost stab. So obviously if you're like a Charizard and you use Flamethrower, you get stab on it. If you use Terra Flamethrower, you get even more stab on it. Maybe it gets that, but for like every single move. So you get twice as much stab when you're not actually that type. I think that would be a really broken ability, but I think it is the way that Terapagos will probably go, which is also why they nerfed Protein and Libero and stuff like that. But anyway, that's the 2 moves that we didn't really know about. We also have this as well to go over. So basically this confirms a little bit more about this 19th type, that it's not super effective against everything, because in these images here we have a Baxcalibur fighting a Dragonite using this Terra Blast. It is actually effective. So it's not super effective, so that obviously doesn't mean that it's going to be super effective against everything. It could mean that you just get stab on every type, or something like when you use it. I'm not really too sure. We still don't really know a lot about it, but it definitely means that it's not going to be super effective against everything, because as you can see, it's just normal effect. Like I say, it could mean stab for everything, but either way, I'm not really too sure. But a little bit more information about that. We also have Eduardo talking about this as well. See, I'm guessing that Pokemon with this 19th Terra type might get stab on all their moves, or maybe even change between types, like with the protein ability. I feel like there is going to be something about types and getting like stab on different moves, which is what there's a reason they nerfed protein and libero. I know it was really good, but like the reason they nerfed both of those abilities, I think, is because is going to be something about like terastallization with its 19th type and something to do with stab, which is why they had to do it. And if it's like a G-Max factor, probably would give some of them different looks, like Excalibur here. So potentially it could just be going into like Terraforms here as well. And we're guessing that every Pokemon can get it because Baxcalibur gets it, but maybe Baxcalibur just gets a Terraform. And maybe when you use this terastallization thing here, it takes on a new form. Because we don't really know what kind of hat it would be or anything, because obviously when you terastallize, you get like a different hat. So yeah, we don't really know what kind of thing it would do. So maybe it is just Baxcalibur getting a Terraform, and only certain Pokemon are going to be able to do this. But we know that whatever it is, Baxcalibur definitely gets it. But anyway, that's that. We also have a little bit more information about Iron Crown's new move, and also Raging Bolt's new move. You probably saw this, but anyway, just to go into detail about it. So Tachyon Cutter, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. But anyway, this Steel type is a special move, and it never misses, so it's like Aerial, stuff like that, allowing the user to unleash 2 successive hits on a target. The Pokemon attacks by firing off blasts of energy from its horns. It is obviously Psychic Steel, so it most likely is going to be a solid special attacking Pokemon, especially if this is its unique ability. And it also gets the Quark Drive ability as well. Just a little bit more information about these that obviously weren't in like the trailers and stuff, but yeah, that's kind of a little bit more information about this Pokemon. We also have it with Raging Bolt, who gets the Photosynthesis ability. And obviously it's Electric Drag, we know that. And Thunderclap is a special move which allows the user to move first if the opposing Pokemon has chosen an attack as its next move. So a little bit like Sucker Punch. The user unleashes an electric blast to deal damage, but this move will fail if the target was not readying an attack of its own. So it's basically a special electric version of Sucker Punch, which again is obviously very, very useful, but it is going to be one of those kind of mind games when you're coming up against it, whether your opponent's going to use it or not. So we also have that. We also have this post here by Central Leaks. If you didn't see, basically it's confirmed that there will be a Pokemon Home update when the Scarlet and Violet DLC drops, which is obviously very, very obvious, but it's been confirmed regardless. So Pokemon Home version 3.1.0 will add compatibility with the Scarlet and Violet DLC and will allow importing additional Pokemon. Again, it was always going to happen, but it's just nice to get that confirmation. I think the fact that they're saying like the next update being 3.1.0 probably means that we're probably not going to get an update until then. But I'm assuming this will drop with the Teal Mask, and then we'll get another update on the Indigo disc. To be fair, when it drops for the Teal Mask, we might even get some data mine stuff as well for the Indigo disc. We'll have to wait and see. But talking about data mines, though, we actually have this post here. So originally, this was posted by Matt on the 1st of March. Basically saying a follow-up to my last post on leftover textures from the Scarlet and Violet DLC areas. They added in a new tips image that takes place in one of the new areas from the DLC. We can see the same gate and lantern textures here, and this was actually used at Worlds. So it looks like that special battle arena that was found in a data mine earlier this year wasn't just for the DLC, but is actually being used right now for the top cut of Worlds. I'm sure it will be in the DLC too, but this gives me hope for a potential Spidops form, since that was also found in a separate data mine of Home. So yeah, we covered this a while ago, but yeah, basically in the kind of well, in the data mine, in like the text and everything, it basically said like Spidops form 1 and then Spidops form 2 or something like that. So you know, if Terraforms are going to be a thing and Baxcalibur is going to get one, Spidops could also get one, because Spidops literally has a new form in the data mines. Again, we don't know how likely this is going to be, or if it's just leftover data or whatever, but Spidops was singled out as having multiple forms. But anyway, a few things there you might not have known about from the latest trailers. Of course, we're getting another one on the 22nd of August. That's not going to be a big trailer, it's just going to be a new Pokemon reveal. But yeah, hopefully this helped break down a few more bits of information that you may potentially have not known about. But if you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. Of course, we're going to be streaming the new reveal on the 22nd anyway, so yeah, if you want to stick around for that, then of course make sure to ring the notification bell. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.